In this tutorial, we are going to be looking at if statements. These are conditional statements used to perform different actions based on a different condition. In this case, we are going to look at three categories. First is the single if statement, which executes one code if the condition is true. The second category is the if-else statement. It executes one code if a condition is true and another code if that condition is false. The third category is the else-if statement. Executes different codes for more than two conditions. So you can use any of these categories basing on the logic you're trying to implement in your program. So let's see how each works. Now I've declared a variable mark. We are going to try and add comments to this mark. Using the single if, this is how it is going to look. So we want our program to check if the mark is greater or equal to 50, then this person passed. But if the mark is not greater or equal to 50, we are not interested in any other thing. So we are not doing any other check. So this is the single if statement. So let us save and refresh our browser to see what output we are having. So in this case, it has come and check for mark which is storing value 50. So it is checking whether 50 is greater or equal to 50, which is true. So it is going to come inside and execute our line of code, which is echo, you passed. So if you are to change this mark to 49, we shall return nothing because we have no other check we are doing, or return results for value for when the condition is false. So now let us look at how the else statement works. So what happens if a student's mark is not greater or equal to 50? We want to tell that student that you failed. So in this case, you use the else. The else, when you're using the else, you don't add any condition. So we shall just say, so in this case, if mark is 49, it's going to check if 49 is greater or equal to 50. If it is not, it will come to the else part and return whatever is inside. So let's save and check what is the output. So it is going to the else part and prints out our echo statement, you failed, because the condition here is true. Now let us also implement the if-else statement. For those students that are below 50, but they are not less than 40, let's say these students tried. So we are going to come here and say, else if. So we are going to add our condition if mark is greater or equal to 40. Then this student tried. So let's save and see which output we are having. Now you see, so when you're using the else if the first condition is true in the main if, it will come and check. If there is this else if part, it will check for that other condition. If that other condition is true, it will come inside and print out or execute the line of code that is inside here. When it executes the line of code that is inside here, it will not go to the else part because this if else is true. But if the condition is false, that's when it will go to the next else. Remember, we said the else if statement executes for more than two conditions. We might decide to add here another else if. If let's say mark is greater or equal to 30. Then we say improve. So if you are to make this 30, it has to come here and check. If mark is greater or equal to 50, which is false, it will go to the next else if. Is 30 greater or equal to 40, which is false, then it will go to the third if. Is 30 greater or equal to 30, then it is correct. So we are expecting it to print out this. So this is how the else if works. The single if, we've seen how it works. We only make one check without any other check. And then the else, it is the end result. If the other checks we've made are false, then it is the end result. For it, it has no condition that you check for. This is it for the if statements for now. In the next tutorial, we are going to look at the nested ifs and the other if statements. Thank you so much.